So here on this channel, I definitely am one to speak on negativity a lot, and that shit does not change today because today I want to talk about gamers in general. Now, I've been in my gaming bag real big this year, and as I'm playing a bunch of different games, I'm realizing a lot of gamers just aren't going to be happy. And it's kind of crazy because there's so many good games out here. I've been playing like Persona, Doom, Kingdom Hearts. They're all so good games, JRPGs, FPSs, anything like that in between. I've been having fun with them. Even Shadows of the Erdtree. But I've noticed recently, and I'll talk about it because this is a TikTok I saw yesterday that you guys are seeing this, where we're comparing Black Myth Wukong, which is coming out in a couple weeks, to the Warhammer 40k Space Marine game coming out, I think in September. And it's really weird to see those two getting compared because one, they're two different games, like absolutely and incredibly, first and foremost. But two, I mean, they're coming out pretty spaciously in between, like a month apart. That is enough to play both games and enjoy both games. But there's this narrative I saw someone say on TikTok that Black Myth Wukong succeeding means nothing, and Space Marine 2 succeeding means everything for a genre that is kind of already doing very well in its own sense and has even more games coming up. And I see them talking about how Black Myth Wukong is gonna be this like generic Souls-like style, which I'm even hearing that it's not even gonna be a Souls-like, it's more like a Devil May Cry, old school God of War action type game. And that Space Marine is this third-person shooter that we haven't had since like Gears of War 1 or the original Gears of War trilogy, and it's just not true. I mean, I played one of the Space Marine games on like 360. It's a really good game, it is. But we have third-person shooters. We have like Remnant. Not a lot of people play it, but there's Warframe. There's third-person games out here, and it's showing this like weird like bias, I guess, but also this extreme showing that you can't be happy without comparison for some reason. I don't know why a lot of gamers do this. There's a lot of good games coming out this year, and we're not gonna be able to enjoy them all as a group if we keep doing this. One, Black Myth Wukong succeeding means a lot because this is the first time, at least that I know of, where one of the most influential stories of all time is getting adapted into a video game and what looks like pretty well. So I'm excited to play it. I'm excited to see it. I've personally never read Journey to the West, but Wukong is like the basis of so many characters. You have to like them at this point. If you like Goku, if you like Naruto, Luffy, anything based off of Goku, you like Wukong. So like it's a character you're going to like. His powers are incredible. His sauce in the trailers alone so far are amazing. And then Space Marine 2 comes out and you're getting an amazing third person shooter. I've heard nothing but good things from the Warhammer 40k lore. Everything I see about the Space Marines is just the sickest shit ever. And we're sitting here comparing them. We're comparing apples to oranges to just spark some debate, really. And at this point, when we talk about it, it's kind of just me saying I fell for the rage bait, I fell for the engagement bait. But like, it's such a toxic thing to get integration, or not even integration, engagement like this. Because why can't you get engagement off of having fun or talking about having fun with the things you like and enjoying multiple things? Like I'm sitting here recording this late because I was hoping I was getting the 2xKO beta so we can make a video on that, but I didn't. And then I ran across that TikTok and I had something plenty else to talk about because Black Myth Wukong and Space Marine 2 aren't even the rest of the games coming out of the year. We have so many more games coming out of the year that I had to make a list so we can talk about them. So that's two off the list. Black Myth Wukong, an amazing action RPG coming out that is going to tell one of the biggest stories of all time. Space Marine 2, which is, I guess, a sequel. I don't even remember the last Space Marine. I don't know if it was on PS4 as the one I was playing on 360, but a sequel to an amazing series or franchise that is widely beloved. Concord is a brand new hero shooter coming out, which I believe is the last one coming out this year. I don't know when Marvel Rivals comes out, but that is the next one after Concord, I think. So Concord is probably the last hero shooter coming out. I played it a while ago on the channel. It's not bad, but I mean, I'm not really big into hero shooters, but people are gonna like that. We're getting a Silent Hill 2 remake, and from what I've seen, Silent Hill 2 is vastly the preferred Silent Hill of the series, so I'm excited to play that. I've never played Silent Hill 2 before. I've only played 4, so I'm excited to see that. Sparking Zero, Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero. If we're talking about Journey to the West, we're talking about its biggest influence here. Dragon Ball Z is all Journey to the West. Goku is just Wukong, and we're getting one of the biggest Dragon Ball games of all time this year. And along in the same day, we're getting a brand new IP from Atlas, the Persona Gods. We're getting Metaphor, ReFantasmo. Like, there's so many good games coming out, and that's not even including Assassin's Creed Shadows with Yasuke. The last time we got Yasuke was a shitty Netflix anime, and we're finally going to get him in something kind of cool, and I'm probably going to play Assassin's Creed for the first time in years. I haven't played Assassin's Creed since Assassin's Creed 3. And I might play Shadows, and I've heard I've missed out on some good Assassin's Creeds, but I'm not going to find out until I play Shadows, because I want to play good games, and I want them. That sounded weird, because if they're good, I should play them. But what I'm trying to say is, once we're out of this little drought that the summer has for games, and we're gonna get big games. The AAA games are coming now. They're here, and to compare them is weird. To compare them and find out how two completely different games are competing for each other, like they can't be played. They're both single player games, by the way. Like, Black Myth Wukong is a single player game, and I don't know about Space Marine 2, but I'm pretty sure a majority of it is going to be a single player game with an optional co-op. So why are we comparing these? That's my biggest question. I just want to know. I'm not trying to say one is better than the other. I'm not trying to say, X TikToker is wrong. This TikTok he made is wrong. Even though both succeeding is going to mean a lot. It's not just, a generic Souls game coming out succeeds again. We're on the verge of some big games. A lot of creators are finally showing up for these big games, and I said creators, but I really meant developers. Like, this is the first time we're getting like a major Chinese developer. I know there's like EA. I think 505 is in China, but like this is like a true Chinese developed game. Like, I think the final trailer we got for Black Myth Wukong is the first time we got English dub in it. But it's like this hugely big thing. This is what we're figuring out how good like inland China Chinese developed games are. We have this, and we have Phantom Blade Zero. This is gonna be a big showing for how good they can make games, and I'm very excited for it, because more games is good. I don't get this point where people think they have to compare games when you can play them. And I understand the whole point of getting games is hard, but to have these options available is so good, and I just don't see the point to compare these things. And I just want a place to be able to talk about how we like all of these games. We enjoy these games. Yeah, at this channel, we play as many games as we can. If they're not for us, oh well, they're not for us, and we move on to the next game. But we try to enjoy every game we can here. We don't put one over the other in comparison, especially if they're different games. I just want to talk about games and play games and watch anime and all that kind of stuff. But let me know what you guys think about the games coming out for the rest of the year, and I will catch you guys in the next video.